Yo, what's good with y'all, yo? I don't usually do no reactions, and if I do it, I won't fake my reactions like some of these YouTubers do, because I actually heard the Kendrick Lamar diss track when it first dropped. Oh man, this is a crazy thing, man. This is insane. So if y'all follow me on TikTok, 856del, I've been promoting the video and saying basically that everything that I said in that video, talking about Drake, Kendrick Lamar slightly touched on, and not saying that it's something groundbreaking, that it's something new, but I just feel like the video dropped at the perfect time for me because I didn't even know Kendrick was going to get into that. But yesterday, right after Drake dropped his new diss track, Kendrick Lamar dropped a diss track called Meet the Grams, and it completely faded away everything that I was going to react to about Drake, and even him saying something about you make music like you want to free the slaves, and something as crazy as him to say something like that, that's like dismissing music that is helping us, and it further proves my video right. Maybe I could do that for another time. After Kendrick Lamar dropped, he literally changed the whole game. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not just saying this in the moment. Well, I am saying this in the moment because I'm literally in the moment. But I feel that what Kendrick Lamar just did last night changed not only the rap game, but I think it changed the music industry. It was deeper than a diss track. It wasn't just even a competition, how he was talking on the first song, like we just gonna be competitive, I rap better than you, because we all know Kendrick Lamar raps better than him. It wasn't even like I said or Pusha T said, and fully expanded on him, you know, his biracial identity and him not really feeling black enough and him not appreciating the black culture and using it as a tactic. He touched on that a little bit. For me, the biggest part of the whole 6-minute track was when he said that Drake is a pedophile, that he is a sex trafficker, and not only that he's a deadbeat, but he's a deadbeat to an 11-year-old daughter. And honestly, those were the craziest things that I've heard about Drake ever. And it's like he did what Pusha T did on steroids. What Kendrick Lamar did on this diss track is probably the greatest diss track ever. And we're talking about 40 years of diss tracks, from The Bridge Is Over, from Ether, from Hit 'Em Up, No Vaseline, back to back even. But this diss track, I'm gonna be honest, I never seen somebody be as stripped down to their core, to the bare bones of their demons, their own problems, like Drake was. And he didn't even go all the way in the angle that I made on the video. And I wasn't trying to diss Drake. He's actually trying to diss Drake. And he didn't even use all of that yet. He just talked about his family. He talked about his son. He talked to his son. He talked to his mother. He told his son, if you let a man piss on you, you better kill him. And you don't want to grow up like that. You don't want to be that. It's like, this is insane how he won at him, and the way that he won at him with the using the image of the pill bottle and the on the shirt with the gloves. I don't know what the gloves mean, but I looked at the picture first. When I first saw it, I was like, what does it say? So it's showing the Ozempic bottle at the bottom right, and then you see two prescriptions on the middle top left. And I guess those are the Percocets that he's saying he's a drug addict. He called this man a gambling addict. He's showing this jewelry shop thing. It's like on Canal Street. I guess he's saying he either buys fake jewelry or he's gambling. I don't really even know. But it's insane. I never seen a man get as dissected in a diss track as Drake did. And it was so bad, I honestly felt bad for Drake. And for a man that did that, it's hard for me to feel bad, but he really exposed Drake, man. He said that he was going to get raided soon. He made this man sound like basically P. Diddy. He just said how bad of a dude this guy was. He talked to his dad, telling him you raised somebody who uses you as his gateway into hip hop, which I was saying in the video. I was saying how he uses his dad's black side, and he expanded on that a little bit when he talked about how he grew up with black friends and he never had a handshake and he just wants to fit in. He just touched on that a little bit, but he really got into him being a fraud, being a drug addict. He exposed so much things about him that was beyond just like rap stuff. And if I was Drake, there's really nothing you can do. And I know Drake, he been active. He posting Denzel from The Equalizer talking about I'm gonna only kill you once, and he was really up for this battle. But I know how Drake is gonna go, and Drake is probably just gonna go all the way to try to kill Kendrick in a way that is gonna probably be how he explained about what would have been the Pusha T diss. He's just gonna try to be extremely disrespectful. But even in his diss that he just dropped, he already talked about Kendrick Lamar's son and his kids, his wife. So I really don't know what angle he can go at. But today just feels like it's the end of Drake. And that seems impossible. That's like saying the sun ain't gonna come out, because Drake done survived everything. I mean, he came in the game a biracial, light-skinned dude from Canada who had no street credit and made it in a rap game, which is crazy enough, and succeed. And then he sung, so that's like even worse. He was a singer. He was soft. He was sensitive. He made it through all of that. He made it through having ghostwriters. He made it through Pusha T exposing him for wearing blackface and having a porn star baby mom and being a deadbeat. And now he's being exposed for being a worse deadbeat, apparently, allegedly. And the stuff that he said about Kendrick, him being a woman beater, is just, I just can't believe it. Because it was like how Kendrick said at the end of the track, it's like you lie about everything. So how could we believe something that you say? How could we believe anything that you say? I know it might be biased to just believe everything Kendrick said. I do believe at least 90% of the stuff he said is facts, because 90% of the stuff that he said has evidence. The only things that he said that doesn't have the most evidence is the daughter, is the sex trafficking and the whorehouses, whatever he was saying about that. But everything else that he said, there's evidence of the Millie Bobby Brown, the 16-year-old girl that he groomed, there was a 17-year-old girl on stage that he kissed and knew she was 17 and didn't even react like he cared after that and still kept kissing her. And it's just bad, man. It really was that bad how bad he did him. They said the evidence that he had in the picture was from his dad's suitcase. It's just like, man, I never seen a rapper get that violated. And he warned him. And once I heard him drop that Instagram track with the picture of the glove, I was like, man, Drake, you should just stay away, because I can tell that he had something. He was like, there's OVO people working for me, and you should just stay away. He thought he was going to say something about him being a snitch, because on his track he said something about you talking about snitching. I don't even know. That's what he thought he was going to do. But if Drake knew he did that, man, it's crazy. Then you see him responding, talking about, oh, if I have a daughter, can y'all find her? And the craziest thing about that to me, and this is the most important part, is the fans and his reaction to the diss track. He didn't care about all of the other things that he said about him being a sex trafficker, about him being a fraud, all of these millions of things that he said about him. The main thing that he focused on was the daughter, and that's what the Drake fans seem to be worried about. Talking about he's lying, he's making it up. It's like, if Kendrick Lamar is making that up, that is the least important thing about that track. For me, morally. Being a deadbeat is bad, especially to an 11-year-old. That's horrible. But if he even made that up, everything else that he said that we can either prove or sounds like it has some good evidence to it, it's bad, man. It's really bad. I don't believe that Drake can come back after this. I don't think it's nothing he can say to Kendrick. I don't think it's no real dirt that he can say. There's no real evidence of him being a woman beater. We have a lot more evidence of Drake doing these things. But for me personally, it's just like, it feels like the end of Drake. And I think that's why I'm going to end this right now. I just wanted to talk about my reaction to this, and I know everybody going crazy. I didn't want to fake react to the music. I just wanted to talk about this and talk about how I felt. about a guy that I already made a video on and talked about his problems with being black and his problems as a man in our own community. And just come to find out, that's probably like the third worst thing about this dude. He thought Pusha T was evil. Man, this man Kendrick Lamar is just as great a rapper as Pusha T, but he's even crazier probably because Kendrick Lamar is a Gemini and we don't play. So but I'm gonna tap back in with y'all later, man. How y'all feel about this diss track, man? It was insane, and I just don't see Drake coming back. I feel like Drake's been exposed. He got exposed for way worse things than just being somebody who is racially ambiguous and doesn't know his identity. And Kendrick Lamar even talked to him about trying to fix himself. He got sun. He's like, you need to drink some ayahuasca. You need to go to therapy. He said, I made Mr. Morale for your daughter. He got violated on every level. And I like Drake's music here and there, but I can't say that he can come back. But y'all tell me what y'all think, man. I'm gonna check back in with y'all. God bless y'all, man, for real.